hello there, and welcome back to TerraTech. Is I Michael Max? I'm in a good mood today. I slept so well last night. It's awesome. Anyway, it has come to my attention that I may have used Jacksepticeye's exit last episode. It hasn't come to my attention. I'm fully aware that I did it. I'm fully aware that I did it. It was an homage to the Septiceye. It was not meant as an insult or in any way. It was a form of flattery, and so I want Jack, if you're mad, I'm so sorry. I don't think you are. I think you haven't ever seen a single one of my episodes or answered any of my emails, you jerk. No. Jack has 15 million followers, guys. 15 million followers. Do you know how many emails he must get per day? 15 million followers is pretty impressive. It's awesome, especially considering that, you know, YouTube is not really the way people watch their media. That's this me saying to you who is watching this on YouTube. But the Twitch streamers seem to be taking up most of the bandwidth nowadays. But I'm just saying, 15 million followers. He is a phenom. He is amazing at what he does, and he deserves every little bit of credit for what he's created. He's spectacular at what he does. I would not be here today if I hadn't watched him do this and seem to have so much fun with it, because that's what he does. He looks like he's having so much fun that people can't help but enjoy themselves as they watch him work. And I hope I bring a little bit of that. Certainly not to the level of you know, bombastic exploration of self and energy like Jack does, but you know, in my own way, I like to think that we have our own fun, and we'll continue to have our own fun as long as you are still out there watching. So yeah, there we go. What were we talking about yesterday that was so... Oh, God, right. You guys got me talking about acting yesterday. God, that was an interesting... We've had an interesting week. We've been talking about all sorts of stuff that was not scheduled. Like, on my cheat sheet that I write down the things that I want to talk about and the plan to bring up, and I want to talk about the devs and what they've been doing or saying online and all of those things. And instead I didn't talk about any of that, or the game, or the state of things, because we are kind of in flux a little bit. Not a huge surprise there, because the game is, we're all waiting and waiting for the game to be updated. But talking about myself, that's, what are you gonna do? Hopefully none of my coworkers are watching this right now, or any of these, because my coworkers they're lovely people. I actually love my job, and I love the people I work with. Most of them are really neat, funny, interesting and fun people, but they have teeth and claws. They will definitely make fun of something that is something that is out of the ordinary, and or, well, maybe not extraordinary, but yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed this for me, and so if you guys are watching, thanks for coming. Thanks for checking me out. I had one coworker watch a bunch of us, and said that it was watching me play TerraTech was the best thing he could do to help himself fall asleep while he was working on the road. While he was doing events on the road, he's just turned it on in the background and could listen to my voice just kind of drone on, and it just totally helped him just fall asleep, which I didn't know if I was supposed to be hurt by that or whatnot. But actually, I kind of like it. I kind of think, you know what? Sure, if that's where we're going with this, that's where we're going with this. That's totally valid. Totally valid. I don't know what you guys want to talk about today. We should figure it out, though, shouldn't we? We should figure it out. I saw I was reading on Steam, actually, on the TerraTech channel, and they were talking about these boxes and having delivery crates that drop different colors for different rarity. And in fact, I'd never thought of that, and all of a sudden I did think of it, and I was like, that's a great idea. So whoever thought of that, good on you. Like, totally bring the Diablo-esque nature of drops into this game. And instead of dropping, can you imagine if you got a rare railgun, like a railgun +1, or a railgun +2, or +3? Like, I'm not saying that. I mean, there's different tier of weapons and all that stuff, of course. But what about if you could use, I don't know, special items in the construction, or maybe special resources in the construction of things to make your weapons do a little bit more damage, or have a little bit more range, or those sorts of things. I think there's lots of room. There's lots of room in the game for that kind of treatment on this kind of stuff, to bring a little bit more, and that is a little bit more role playing, right? Like the tweaking of stuff, and your drills are a little sharper. They take a little less time to, or maybe they pull more resources out of stuff. Like, I don't know what you could do, but prefixes and suffixes on your gear, and then, I mean, when you lose something, then it's all the more, all the more horrific when your tech goes by, because those are special one-offs, those items that you built or whatever, and when you buy the tech outright, you just buy a base model. You can't buy any of those plus items. Maybe you just have to build them or make them with a unit that has a one-time, like you make one of these with a special, like an exotic component dongle, right? You make one of those that has a one-time use of +1, and when you put it on the manufacturing tool that makes whatever you're going to make, the next recipe you make will get +1 to something. And if you put 3 of them on, it gets a +3, or whatever. And then have out in the world, like, rippin' rare, like super, super, super rare stuff that you then will, or maybe you could, I guess you could buy it. You can save up. You can really save up. But I don't know. What do you guys think of that idea? I think it's a great idea. I would, and then like your little pew pew guns, your like super little pew pew guns. If you manage to get enough, +1 of those pew pew guns, or plus to range, or like plus to explosion rounds, or whatever, if those weapons now are no longer useless, you put them on your tech. Oh man. Come on. There we go. I don't know. I think it's a great idea. But I don't think that's what the original poster wanted. I think he wanted you to be able to find drop boxes that had, it's got better gear in it, because not better gear like +1, +2, but a better level of gear. So instead of a shotgun, you get a railgun, blah blah blah, whatever, and because it's in a uncommon box instead of a common. And if you see common ones, like, that's not really worth going over to look at, because it's just a common, and I don't want to risk losing the parts that I have on a fight with 4 other dudes for just a common one. But if it's rare and it's a gold box or whatever, then it's totally worth, the parts that I have, risking the parts that I have. You feel me? Yeah, feel me. I know you guys do. Doodly-doo-doo. All right. We're almost up to 50,000. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. I'm trying to turn. Why did you just go up this mountain? I was trying to turn this whole time. You jerk. Really? Did you see that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't know if that was going to work, but it totally worked. Totally worked. I'm a desert dog. I'm a desert dog. Here I come. You think the Justice League is going to suck? I'm afraid. I'm super afraid. Batman vs. Superman wasn't terrible, but it was not good. It wasn't great. It was just all right. I thought Ben Affleck was an okay Batman. I don't care for the Superman. I got to tell you the truth. I don't even know his name. I find him too wooden. Christopher Reeve had a likability, a friendliness, a funness to him. I miss Christopher Reeves. Sorry. I found him to be a very, very good Superman. But I don't know. All you youngins out there probably don't even know who Christopher Reeve is. But Reeves, sorry. But yeah, you've only had bad Supermans in your time. The new Spider-Man trailer looks amazing. It looks really good. I love that they are actually doing the Marvel thing better than Marvel. They're making Iron Man a focus, and like I don't remember ever reading a comic with Iron Man and I do remember the crossover with Wolverine and Spider-Man though. That was bad. I mean, like badass, like really cool. But the Hulk and the Wolverine, those were some awesome episodes. I remember those comics always like just ripping off the shelf because everyone knew that they would be worth a ton in the day. I remember that Wolverine and Grey Hulk cover with them both wearing tuxedos and it's saying only their mother could tell them apart. So great. So awesome sauce. And that's all the time I got for today. We're back at the base. And we've made some money, and we're now high-centered on this rock. Awesome. Yeah, we'll continue on. Maybe the patch will come out. Who knows? We'll see what tomorrow brings. But I definitely want to fly some more. So we have a little bit of money. We can buy a few more parts to get this back running, which is what all of that was all about, and just me rambling on and stuff. So, like your favorite if you get a chance. If you don't, that's okay. I understand. It's, it's just the future of my channel. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, I'm Michael Max, and this is TerraTech 0.7.3.3 still. God, when are they going to patch it? Are they going to patch it tomorrow or the next day? Or maybe the next day. When it's ready. That's what we're hearing. When it's ready. And I'm good with that. Let it be done. I don't want to be patchy patch right after they patch. You know what I'm saying? Patch, which was another name for Wolverine if you really read the comics. Because he wore an eye patch. It was ridiculous. His hair was still totally Wolverine-y. And he would go around with his claws like cutting people and wanted everyone to call him Patch. It was terrible. But you know what? It was the 90s. And what are you going to do? Maybe it was the 80s. It might have been late 80s. No, I think it was early 90s. Yeah, it was like 91, 90, 91, 92 maybe. Yeah. But anyway, that's all I got for today. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye now.